Hey everyone, it's Danielle Taylor with Keller Williams Realty here on the beautiful Outer Banks. And it's that time again, it's Stats Day. And I'm actually on time this month, woohoo. Big win for us. We've been super busy over here, which is fantastic. Thanks to all of you. But let's dive in. So this data is through June 30th, 2025. And just a reminder that it's all courtesy of the Outer Banks Association of Realtors. So here we go. Just a reminder, the data set is single family residential for all of Dare County and Corolla, including four-wheel drive. So overall, our unit sales to the end of June are up 4.2% versus where we were in 2024. So sales are up, units are up. And not only are we up year to date, we're up 24.5% over where we were in June last year, and we're up 8% versus May. So super strong numbers in terms of unit sales. Inventory. Our new listing inventory was down 2% year to date. So we're down in new listing inventory, and we're down 19.6% versus May and down 17.6% versus where we were in June 2024, okay? Sales up, new inventory down, okay? I'm saying new. So down. 22% of the properties that hit the market in June have already gone under contract or sold, and the average days on market for those properties is 5, the ones that sold so quickly, okay? Right now, we're sitting at about 5.4 months worth of inventory overall, so not just new inventory, that's all the inventory, 5.4 months, which is stable. That's what's considered stable in the market. It's flirting dangerously close to that 6 months, which is where we tend to see a shift. But right now we're at 5.4. And I didn't talk about this stat last month, but last month it was 5.8. So we've actually gone down a little bit so far. Median sale price. So right now our median single family residential sale price for our data year to date is $710,000. And that is essentially flat to where we were in 2024. Okay, so units up, new inventory down, price flat. Interestingly though, the median list price for the under contract properties that haven't closed yet is $699,900. So that's under that closed $710,000 year to date sold. And for our actives, it's $799,000. So we still have that big gap. Overall, we're holding steady in that the median sold to list ratio overall sits at about 98%, and that's flat to last year. So really with a pricing situation, we're kind of holding, but if those under contract numbers are leading indicators, we may see that price compress a little bit. 28.2% of our buyers decided to pay cash in our market, which is about flat to last year, down a little bit, but not at a huge amount. So we always been talking about price reductions with inventory, trying to figure out this pricing situation and that gap. Year to date, about 42% of the sold properties have done at least one price reduction before selling, and 36.6% had last year at this time. So we're definitely up on price reductions. Of our under contract properties, 43.7% have already done at least one price reduction, and 52.2% of the actives. Okay, so definitely price reductions are a big factor in the market. So if they're sitting, that's what's happening. Multiple offers, just under 16% of the solds have indicated that they've had multiple offers. That's down a little bit from year to date last year, which was just over 17%. Closing cost concessions continue to be around, hovering just under that 50% range. So we're about 47% right now. That was down a little bit year to date last year. We sat at 49, but in and around the same range. Finally, our days on market. So in terms of average days on market for our solds, it's 73. People, 73 days is the average versus 53 year to date last year. Now, one thing I want to highlight is that's the average. The median is 41 year to date versus 28 last year. So I just bring that up, and that's why I like median numbers more, because the average is so skewed by outliers, and we've talked about inventory building and overall things taking longer. And so that average could be skewed by something that's been sitting for 350 days and finally sells. So the median is going to give us a little more accurate number. For under contract, it's 70 days on average. And for our active inventory right now, the actives are sitting at an average of 115 days on market. And that's up from where we were in May, about 4%. So overall, the market is holding, things are steady, but I will say it as I say every month, price is key. You price it right, you're going to sell in a minimal amount of time and for the best possible price. If you overprice, you're going to be one of the people sitting at an average of 115 days. So anyway, as always, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Make sure you're getting the newsletter. It always has a lot more information. You can just drop us a note, we'll add you to that. And as always, remember, there's no better living than sandbar living.
There's no better living than sandbar living.